You will never get anything accomplished in your life unless you're optimistic. Years and years ago, I hate to tell you how long it was, and I was United Way chairman. And they had a United Way Leaders Conference in Chicago. And they had speakers, and you can take your choice. Dr. Theodore Esbach, a Jesuit priest, president of Notre Dame, was a speaker. Notre Dame football, you know what they had. So I feel talk about football. But anyhow, he gave a very, very great talk. But at the end, somebody said to him, Dr. Esbach, if you're trying to raise money, what are the most important things? And he said 2 things. And really, this is really all about life as well as raising money. Alan's he's a great, I'm sorry I can't stay for his speech, but you'll be entertained by him. You have to suffer through me. But he said, you have to be optimistic and believe in tomorrow. You graduates are what tomorrow is all about. And you have to believe that what you're doing is going to make for a better tomorrow. So, all your life, be optimistic and believe that what you're doing is going to make for a better tomorrow. That's pretty easy, isn't it? The next thing is simplicity. Everybody tries to complicate life. You know, people say, well, this and that, and, you know, you got an iPhone, that's complicated and everything else. And, you know, we were having a pilot meeting a month or so ago, and we were talking about mission statements. And they read Starbucks' mission statement. I was supposed to write this down and bring it, so I might misquote it a little. But, you know, when you're in business, you have 3 constituencies. You have your customers, you have what we call the pilot, your team members. Some people call them employees, we rather call them team members. And then you have the communities that you serve. And their mission statement is very simple. To nurture our customers, our employees, and our communities 1 cup at a time. That's not complicated. We all understand that. They want to serve the best cup of coffee with the best people and help the communities they operate in. That's pretty simple. I was telling this somebody the other night, and he said, well, that's a simple business. He said, pilot got in there and been successful selling coffee. It shouldn't be too complicated. I said, you're right. And I said, what's a complicated business? And I should have brought this with me, but I think I can say it right. And he said, Amazon. So we pull out the trusty iPhone, punch up Amazon, and this is their statement. To be the most customer-centric company in the world, delivering our customers what they need in the most cost-efficient and quickest way possible. Just think about it now. That's not complicated. Think about Amazon. I'm unfortunately on a low sodium diet, and Natalie's trying to figure out what to do. And somebody told her you could order on Amazon salt-free tomatoes. It came in a little package and everything. So I punch it up. The next morning at 10 o'clock, there are salt-free tomatoes sitting there. How in the world do they do that? Because they simplified everything with a simple statement. Okay? Pretty easy. Optimism, simplicity. The third thing, culture. Everybody, I shouldn't say it, but do you all know who Peter Drucker is? He's a very famous management consultant. He's got a great statement. Culture eats strategies lunch every day. Wow. You can have all this great strategy, but if you don't have the right culture, you're going to fall on your face. Okay, we think there's 6 things important in culture. Number 1, do the right thing. You have a moral compass. You know the difference between right and wrong. Do the right thing. Okay? Number 2, work hard. Work hard. There's no substitute for hard work. But even more important, work smart. The most important decision you make every day, Lucas, is how you're going to spend your time. You know what I mean? Am I going to study? Am Am I going to go water skiing? It's a pretty night. I got a good-looking girlfriend. Am I going to take her out? Am I going to spend time with my grandmother? Ooh, that's probably way down the list. But so work hard and work smart. The third, respect. This is, and I'm really guilty as charged on this. The older I've gotten, the more I've appreciated how you have to listen to opinions of other people. Even somebody who is diametrically opposed in their beliefs, you have to listen to them because you have to respect them. This is interesting. Howard Baker was the chief of staff for President Ronald Reagan. And this gives you an idea of President Reagan's respect for the office of the presidency. Senator Baker told me that President Reagan never went in the Oval Office without putting on a tie and coat, because that's how much he respected the office of the presidency. Respect. We have to have respect for other people, other people's opinions. The next is kindness. We overlook kindness. The easiest thing in the world is to be kind to people. I've got to pull this quote out so I get it right here. You ready for this one? Mother Teresa, is there a kinder person in the world? Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Say something kind to everybody every day. The fourth thing, set high goals and high standards. Let me get a little exercise for you. School's about to be out for the summer. Sit down. What are my goals for this summer? What do I want to accomplish? And then, in school, are you all seniors or juniors? And then when you sit down in class the first day, take it out and see, how did I do? Or at the end of the year, do the same thing. You know what I mean? Man, oh, here comes the police chief. I'm in trouble. Good to see you, Chief. He's a great, great man. At the end of the year, check on yourself and see, how did I do? The fifth thing is focus and accountability. Now, we talk a lot about intensity, and my wife said, well, and Natalie said, some people are intense like you, but everybody isn't intense. But everybody can focus. You can say, okay, this is what I want to get done today. These are my goals. These are my objectives. So, focus. Next thing is accountability. We live in a world where nobody wants to be responsible for everything. That is wrong. You need to be accountable for your actions. When you get in business, you need to get people who are working for you to be accountable. The chief, he's going to hold all his officers accountable because we're going to hold him accountable, right? And so you can't shirk accountability. The last thing, reward success. If you're running a business, give people a bonus. If you're a Sunday school teacher and somebody does well, pat them in the back, give them a gold star. Whatever it is, reward success. Okay, that's the culture. Remember, integrity, work hard, work smart, be kind, respect other people, be accountable, be able to focus, and reward success. Now you know everything I know, okay? But let me say one thing. Life, you go through three stages of your life. The first stage you all are in, and that's a learning stage. And learn all you can. The second stage is an earning stage. And, everybody wants to make a good living so they can take care of their family, etc. But the third stage is the most important stage in your life, and that's return. A friend of mine is an Episcopal priest named Dan Matthews. This 30 years ago, he was at a clergy conference, and one of the doctors, a manager from the famed Menninger Psychiatric Clinic, I think it's in Wichita, was a speaker. And when he finished, the lady, any questions, the lady stood up, yeah, Dr. Menninger, my best friend is about to have a nervous breakdown. What can I do for him? And Dr. Menninger said, nothing. Well, you can imagine, here's the world's #1 psychiatrist saying, you can't help him. And he paused, and I'm sure it was 30 seconds, but we thought it was an hour. He said, get her to do something for somebody else. The happiest you will ever be is when you're doing something for somebody else. Let me close by reading you a little quote. We talk a lot about servant leadership. Here's a great definition of servant leadership. Servant leadership is both a leadership philosophy and a set of leadership practices. Traditional leadership involves the exercise and accumulation of power by one at the top of the pyramid. By comparison, the servant leader shares power, puts the needs of others first, helps people develop and perform as highly as possible. I hope you've learned about servant leadership. The difference is if I'd say, hey, we got to take that building over there, and I'd say, follow me. That's from the top. Nobody says it. I say, okay, we got to take that building over there. Tom, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? Lucas, what do you think about it? Just go around the room and then say, I still have to make a decision, but everybody buys it. That's what student leadership is all about. Let me close by giving you a quote. Everybody knows I'm a Republican, I guess. So. Full disclosure. But I respect the heck out of Democrats. That's what I said. Listen to this. This is from President Ronald Reagan. Nothing binds our abilities except our expectations. And given that, the farther star is within our reach. Think big. Get that hit that farther star up there. And one more quote, and this is another great one. And this is a person exact opposite of President Reagan, Henry Ford. And this is a great one when I talked about my first thing, optimism. If you think you can or can't, you are right. Good luck. I know you all will do well. People always say to me, hey, you know, the world's going, you know what, everybody's bad. And I look around here. This is a wonderful world. You've got a great opportunity. You live in the best place to live in the world. We've got the Smoky Mountains, we've got the university, we've got Oak Ridge. Let's be thankful for all this, and let's y'all make it, and stay here, don't leave. And let's make this an even better community than that. Thank you, God bless.